Carlos Rodiles is a former European Tour player that has played hundreds of golf courses around the world. Using his experience, today he will rate the golf courses in Costa del Sol, taking into account design and maintenance.
My life is different since I stopped competing and I took up the job of director manager here at Sagaleta. It's more routinous. I have a routine, working schedule. When before, I could be anywhere in the world doing whatever, practicing, playing, visiting places, competing. I truly enjoy what I do now. In our case here in Sagaleta, being such a private place with a small number of members, it's all very, very personalized. So my job is to know, if we have 200 members, I need to know every single one of them, what they like, and I need to be available, to them for whatever they need, and I need to sit with them and have a coffee. So it's a people skills basically sort of job, and I think I'm good at it, and so far I'm truly enjoying it. There are a number of well-renowned golf architects that have left their print here in the Costa del Sol. To name a few, and starting from east to west, Real Club de Campo de Málaga, the original front nine, they were designed by Tom Simpson, a very famous British architect, golf course architect. It's probably the only course around the area that has sort of a links view to it, even though it's only 2 or 3 or 4 holes around the track. Then you have Torre Quebrada, which was designed by a Spanish architect, José Gancedo. Torre Quebrada is the first of the sort of hilly courses because it's built in the slopes of the mountains. And having been built there, it's actually a very fair test. It's a short course, a lot of undulation on the greens, a lot of fun. You need to know your way around it, but I think it's a well-designed and good course. As you make your way towards the east part of Marbella, you have Rio Real. Rio Real was designed by Javier Arana, who also designed Aloha in the Gulf Valley. A lot of doglegs. Front nine, you have a lot of doglegs right to left. Back nine, you have a lot of doglegs left to right. Short course again, not a hitter's course. You need to think your way around it. And it's just beautiful. It's also next to the sea, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful little course. Staying in the Gulf Valley, you have Las Brisas and Los Naranjos, and they were designed by probably the most prolific foreign golf course architect that worked here in the Costa del Sol, who's very famous, Robert Trent Jones. He also designed another jewel, Soto Grande and Valderrama. He's probably the most, as I said, the most prolific foreign golf course architect. We keep moving farther west, and well, to me, I'm a bit biased here. We have Sagaleta, the old course and the new course. The old course was designed by Bradford Benz. He was not very popular in Europe, but he was well renowned in the States. He's from California. And he actually said when he first got here that this area resembles him of Beverly Hills, because you have the sea, you have the mountains. And Sagaleta is built in the mountains, and it's a super fair course. It's just the views from here are stunning. Of course, Sagaleta is a totally private and exclusive course. It's not open to visitors, and the conditions of the course are always fantastic. Then you have the new course, which obviously we're talking about golf course design, and I don't think there's a largest daunting job when we talk about designing golf courses that the new course at Sagaleta. It was designed by Steve Marnock, and it's just something unique. And the good news is that starting very soon, there's going to be the possibility for visitors to come and enjoy that course, very limited, 2 or 3 hours per day. And it's a unique experience, and it's something that I truly recommend. Who else do we have? We have a disciple of Robert Trent Jones, Cabell Robinson, newer to the scene, and he's designed Finca Cortesin and also La Reserva. And then also Dave Thomas, who designed San Roque and the Marbella Club Resort. And then These are, more just golf course architect. If we go towards players, really famous players that also, got into golf course architecture and design, some of the courses, we have Gary Player. Gary Player designed El Paraíso. And Seve Ballesteros, he also left a print and helped design a couple of the courses around the area. So as you can see, there's a great variety and a big array of golf course architects that have worked here and left their print. I think a golf course, to attract good players, whether they are lower handicappers or professionals, they have to have a variety of different holes. It cannot be monotonous. It cannot be just one straight hole. I wouldn't really go too much with the design of the course. To me, it's the conditions of the course what really attracts. Maintenance on the golf courses has improved drastically over the years. I think it's mostly due to three factors. One is technology. Then the second factor is probably training. You have agronomic golf course agronomy careers in universities in the States. And the third factor is probably the competitiveness, competition among greenkeepers and courses. All of a sudden you have a course that is in really, really good shape, and you're responsible for another course and you have to compete against that course. I mean, whether it's a members course, whether it's a commercial course, you need to try to raise your standard and somehow get to the level of that other course in order to attract players. How would I rate Costa del Sol in terms of golf course design and the maintenance of the courses? I think that obviously I'm not going to consider here the weather because we have the best weather in the world. So and that's a big factor on the overall rating of the area. If I consider weather, it'd probably be top in the world. For golf. If I concentrate solely on the design of the courses and the maintenance. I would rate Costa del Sol as one of the top 3 golf destinations in the world, for sure.